Good morning to all of you. This time, let us discuss a contempt of court case against a sub-inspector of police of Sanjeev Reddy Nagar Police Station, Hyderabad City. The Honorable Justice M.S. Ramchandra Rao of Telangana High Court fined him rupees 2,000 and also convicted him to undergo imprisonment for 4 weeks, that is 1 month, for the contempt proceedings. Let us know what transpired, why has it gone to the extent of contempt of court, right? So this case, you can see it as Honorable Justice in the case of Ramadugu Omkar Verma. He is the accused in the criminal case. Ramadugu Omkar Verma versus Sri Ashok Naik. Ashok Naik is the SI, right? This judgment was delivered on 24/1/2020. Yes, first month itself, but it has come in the press very recently. Anyway, I have gone through the judgment also. Better, it should be an eye-opener to the police and it will be a supporting factor for the advocates. That's why I am making this video, right? Now, the facts of the case. This relates to crime number 486/2019. Crime number 486/2019, registered under sections 420, 354 and 509 IPC of SR Nagar Police Station on 25/6/2019. The case was registered on 25/6/2019. So, the averments or the brief facts of the case go to say that the petitioner, that means Ramadugu Omkar Verma, right? He approached the complainant. She is a lady. So she went to Padma. Her name is Padma. He approached the woman and stated that there are hidden treasures. That means Lankal Bindulu antam kada. Lankal Bindulu. Yes, there are hidden treasures in the house. Then normally they will be subjected to definitely inducement. So he induced them that he can bring out the hidden treasure from underneath, and for that they have to arrange 10,000 rupees. Definitely the complainant and her mother, both of them tried for the money, they secured the money and they handed over to him, believing him totally, right? Thus he cheated them, right? He started digging for some time, a couple of days, then he was found missing, he was not traced. These people made frantic searches for him, but after some days he was traced. Then they asked them either to return the money or what happened to the hidden treasure. He was giving some evasive replies, so on one pretext or other he has been avoiding them. Ultimately, he did not give them back the money. So finally, on 22/6/2019, the petitioner, this means this Ramadugu Omkar Verma, he asked the complainant to come to his house at Borobanda. Of course, he was maintaining a small stationery shop in Borobanda. She went to his house, but the brother-in-law of Verma, he picked up a rope with this woman, abused her literally and dragged her by her sari, and she came back and then she reported the matter in SR Nagar PS on 25/6/2019. There is a delay of 3 days only, right? So basing on the report, they have registered the case under the following sections. I need not reiterate, and they made efforts for him. Of course, he was arrested on 27th, I believe. Yes, he was arrested on 26th. Right, the case was registered on 25th, he was arrested on 26th. That means they might have brought him, and after bringing him only, the case would have been registered. Whatever it is, as per record, he was arrested on 26/6/19, produced before the magistrate on 27/6/19, and before the magistrate, this man is not an ordinary man. The accused or the petitioner in this case, he informed the magistrate that the SI did not give him or did not serve him the notice under section 41A CRPC, which is mandatory because the offences, all the offences are punishable below 7 years. Then immediately the magistrate has gone through the remand report and said, yes, why did you not give the 41-year notice. Since all the offences are below 47 years, you are given the notice, and he remarked the same and returned the remand report. Of course, the SI managed I cannot say managed, the SI gave the 41-year notice with antedate, right, with antedate, and somehow he went to the jail, and the next day, 28th or so, he applied for bail and he got bail. Right? Now, after coming out on bail, this man, this Ramadugu Onkar Verma, he filed a contempt petition against the Sub-Inspector of Police for not following the Supreme Court judgment in the very celebrated case of Arnesh Kumar vs. State of Bihar 2014. In that 498 case, specific directions have been given as per 41A, all the things we are going to discuss. Now, it is taken as a contempt case number 1179 by 2019, and of course notice was given to the SI and the parties. They all of them filed the affidavits also. Now let us have a little knowledge about 41A CRPC. Previously 41 CRPC was there, so 41 CRPC gives enormous powers to the police. It was called as CIPS order, CIPSODDER. So briefly to say, if the police have got mere suspicion of a person having committed a cognizable and non-bailable offence, definitely they can arrest him. Committing a suspicion of committing a cognizable offence, definitely they can arrest him without waiting for the orders of the magistrate. Now, 41A CRPC says, if the police officer doesn't think of arresting the person arraigned or offence where the offence is punishable for less than 7 years. This cut-off time you have to know. If, for example, I will tell you, if he is involved in a case of theft, the punishment for theft is 3 years. So definitely 41A notice can be given instead of arresting him. They can also arrest, I will tell you later. So according to 41A CRPC, the person can be served with a notice. So a notice to appear before the police officer on a particular date and particular time, and he is subjected to interrogation or examination. If the police officer thinks that his presence, his arrest is not necessary, that 41A notice itself is sufficient to say that he is arrested, and he can directly appear to the court. Of course, if he is a repeat offender, if he is a dangerous person, if the arrest is imminent, definitely he has to be arrested. And if there is a suspicion of his threatening the witnesses, if he may tamper with the evidence, or if all these conditions, even though the offence is below 7 years, yes, he can be arrested and sent for remand under 41B CRPC, but the reasons should be given. Basing on the Arnesh Kumar judgment. Now, the fault on the part of SI here is that he did not mention the reasons under 41B CRPC. Right? So, now the petitioner stated that he was brought to the police station, as I told you, on 24th itself, 24/6/2019. Then the woman was called, a report was taken with the date 25/6. He was shown the arrest on the next day, 26/6. Then on the next day, of course, within 24 hours, he was produced before the magistrate. Of course, why he has not served that? Now, the counter-affidavit of the SI, of course, it has to be filed by the public prosecutor. It says that it was imminent to arrest him, but the Honorable Court did not agree, because it's after all what is there. It is a case punishable with below 7 years, right? Secondly, there are no previous cases against him, because the SI said that he is a cheat by profession, and he has given a statement of one Ayesha Begum, who also stated that he promised to take out the hidden treasure, he took 10,000. Same story, but this was registered later. That means the SI concocted the cases against him. Right? So absolutely there is no necessity for the SI to think that it is imminent, to think that he may try to threaten the witnesses, all these things. This is all not believed by the High Court, and ultimately High Court believed the version of the petitioner Paladugu Onkar Verma, and held that definitely the SI is liable for contempt. and therefore 4 weeks punishment for 2000 rupees fine. So, being police officers, you must be careful. Always you must cite the judgment. As advocates, you have to cite the judgment of Arnesh Kumar versus State of Bihar, 498 a case in 2014 for getting bail. For this particularly 41A notice. And as police officers, you must be able to know the difference between 41A and 41B. When imminent, when the arrest is imminent, right? When you are expecting the threatening of the witnesses, when you are expecting the evidence to be intervened. All these things you have to mention. If you mention, the court would not have been taken a serious notice of it. And moreover, so here the point is, the SI himself admitted that, no doubt, he admitted that he has not served the notice of 41A CRPC. That is the major problem. Even though he has put the anti-date, of course, the magistrate also put the date later and everything. He has to confess that he did not serve the notice. Had he served the notice, the problem would not have been there. As police officers, please mind this point in you. So, how bad it is getting a case, contempt case, going to the court, conviction for 4 months, it may affect department. Already the judge asked the Commissioner of Police to initiate a departmental action against him. If the departmental action is proved, he may be suspended also. So many problems will be there. Why invite him all these problems? Had he served the notice under Part 1 CRPC, it would have been sufficient, is it not? So friends, please remember, this is a good case for the police officers as well as the advocates also. Thank you.